Well, you guys asked for it, so it's back. Let's do some tactical gearheads. What's going on, guys? It's Boaz here with Airsoft GI, and today we're going to be doing another tactical gearheads loadout video. And specifically in this video, it's going to be a MARSOC impression kit. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a tactical gearheads video, so we decided to boot it up again. And specifically the MARSOC kit because there was a very special viewer in our live streams and in our DMs that have been pestering us non-stop for a MARSOC loadout. So this is what we came up with. And before we get started, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe and like button, as it does help us out and helps boost us in the algorithm. So make sure to go ahead and do that. And if you want to support us directly, and if you want us to keep making this Gucci free content for you guys, make sure to stop by Airsoft GI for all your Airsoft needs and join the email gang. So like I said, this is a MARSOC loadout. Now, this isn't 100% accurate. There are some creative liberties that Cisco and I have taken when it came to building this loadout. A lot of times we're just using Google searches, Google image searches of MARSOC guys. And I'm sure their kit changes up very regularly. So this is just the best that we can do with what we have and also what we can source. Starting off with my head, I'm running a Lancer Tactical Maritime helmet. These helmets are pretty nice. They have the nice little strap lock system on the back to quickly adjust to your head size. I've also re-outfitted the pads in this helmet with the CONDOR helmet pad setup. They're actually very comfortable and very affordable, which is really nice. Now moving to the sides over here, I do have the Opsman Ear Pro. They do give you some form of hearing protection. I would not recommend this taking out to a gun range at all, but for anything MILSIM related, this definitely will help you out. And it also comes with an included boom mic to run to your comm setup. Unfortunately for this video, I am not running a comm setup, but it just looks so damn cool. On the top over here on my head, I have the FMA Hellstar. This is like a friendly force identifier, so basically at night or in low light conditions, you can turn the light on to let people know that you're a friendly, and I believe this also does have an infrared mode if you're going to be running nods. Now on the front of my helmet here, I have the Lancer Tactical Night Vision mount. This is a little bit more robust than a lot of the night vision mounts that do come on stock helmets, and this definitely does become a factor if you guys do run night vision, or if you guys go to MILSIM events that have night vision rentals. You want a more secure mounting platform when you're running nods. Now moving on to my eyes, I have the Woe Sport shooting glasses. Normally I would be running shooting goggles instead, but this is just more comfortable for me and it just looks cool, just fits the loadout, so to say. And on the bottom we have the new Lancer Tactical Shadow Warrior mesh mask. This is nice because it combines both of the benefits of running a balaclava and also a mesh mask. So it's low profile when I'm aiming down sight on my gun, so it's not impeding anything when I'm getting that cheek weld because of the balaclava, but it still provides protection for your nose and your mouth if you ever get shot in the face. Some other things worthy of mention on the helmet is going to be the Night Evolution MPLS light system over here on the side. This is really nice because it does have a white light and also a red light and also infrared light setting to where you could basically navigate around in the dark or in low light conditions. I typically like to run these kind of things in the red light configuration just because it's very friendly to your natural night vision. It doesn't ruin your natural night vision at night when you turn it on, and also enemies have a harder time seeing this when you're moving around on the field. Now on the back, I do have the Lancer Tactical Counterweight pouch. Again, this is built in consideration for using night vision, and it basically just keeps your helmet kind of more balanced out when you're running night vision, because if you don't, your helmet tends to get very front heavy. So this just kind of counteracts that. And over here on the side, I have the Lancer Tactical American flag patch over here. And on this side, I got that Gucci Mayo Gang tab. Dude, I have to take this off right now. The studio is so hot. All right, that's enough. Oh, whew. All right. Let's get to the rest of the loadout. All right, next up on the loadout here is going to be the GAT piece. Now, we have decided to go with the PTS CM4 ERG. This is made by KWA, but it has all the Centurion Arms licensing from PTS, and this is one hell of a sweet gun. So this is an electric recoil gun. If you guys don't know, KWA does make these awesome guns that kind of simulates a little bit of like recoil, a little bit of kick every time you shoot the gun, and I think this is perfect for a loadout like this. Now, I know a lot of MARSOC guys, they tend to run in the pictures, they run Mark 18s. This is something that's like very similar, very close to Mark 18. I originally wanted to do a Mark 18, but I wanted to do something a little bit different just to stand out in the field. So it has the Centurion Arms free-floating CM4 rail, which is super cool. It's pretty much like a Mark 18 rail. The gun out of the box does come with pretty much full PTS furniture. However, I did replace the stock with the standard tan crank stock just to give it that MILSIM kind of feel to it. Over here I have the Lancer Tactical T1 style red dot on a little riser, just so it clears the Bravo PEC box that I have on it, which is functional by the way, with flashlight and laser. And over here on the side I do have the Tac 9 Scout Light, I believe. It's the M something light, I don't know. It's like those traditional, this was probably the classic light used on a lot of Mark 18s out there. Over here on the bottom, I do have a Magpul AFG2 that I have custom stippled myself just to give it a nice feel to it whenever I'm gripping it. It just feels that much more cooler. And over here on the tip, I have the Lancer Tactical bronzed CAC style suppressor, which is pretty kit correct considering what they run. Over here on the left-hand side of the gun, I have a sling mount that I've just woven a Condor 2-point sling to, and over here I've woven it through the stock. Now, 2-point sling is really cool, especially the Condor one, because it has the included pull tab, which is found on a lot of more higher end slings. But you know, you can pull it back to loosen, have more slack on the sling, or if you need more retention, you can pull that forward, and it's nice and tight on your body. So with these mags, I'm just feeding with just this one over here. It's a regular mag brand mag that I'm running, as well as a Lancer Tactical high-speed mid-caps. Now you might be wondering, Boaz, why aren't you running KWA specific mags for the ERG? Well, I would if KWA put back in the electronic cutoff feature. That would be very nice, yes? KWA, please, bring the cutoff feature back. For the main piece of kit here, I chose to go with the WOSport JPC 2.0, which is pretty much what a lot of the guys I see on the internets are running. Personally for me, not my favorite plate carrier, but it is just what I see. Either you can run a 1694 style JPC 2.0, or you could run the AVS style system, and that's pretty much what we've been seeing online as of right now. On the front over here on the JPC, I am running the Lancer Tactical front opening admin pouch. Now this is really cool because it folds out like this. So if you want to run a map, ID panel, something like that on the front, you can. This is very nice when it comes to MILSIM events when you do need a map to kind of orient yourself around. And then you have a nice mesh pocket to keep pens, pencils, whatnot. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. So it rolls up very convenient in a small package. Over here on the front, I have the Aioli Troupe because I am fancier than your normal Mayo gang member. Over here on the front flap, it does not come included with the plate carrier, so I had to get this separately. This is Lancer Tactical triple shingle M4 mag pouch that does come with the swift flips. Oh, and also one thing that's very frustrating about the WOSport JPC is that it does not come with these swift flip buckles. So if you guys want to pick this up, you guys want to run front panels and stuff and whatnot with swift clips. We do also carry the Condor buckle repair kit, I believe. That's pretty much what we use. We use some of their 1-inch buckles to basically weave into the plate carrier to make it compatible with this front panel system. So just keep that in mind. Now over here on this side over here, I am running the Lancer Tactical or the Emerson Gear elastic mag pouches basically. These are nice and very low profile, just wove it into the side of the cummerbund. I just carry my extra mags. Now these mags are not going to be my primary reloads. I generally just keep this so I can move it back down here to my battle belt. And then moving over to my right side, I have a general purpose utility pouch, which basically just kind of keeps any knickknacks, any storage items there if my buddy can get them out for me during an event or something like that. Also on my back, I have the helmet back panel on my plate carrier. It's a nice zip up system where you can quickly just zipper up basically any back panels made for Cry-Spec stuff, and it can pretty much hold anything you throw at it, as it's specifically designed for a helmet, but I mean you could throw whatever you want into it, which is why I chose it. Moving down to my waistline, the first thing that you're going to notice is my fanny pack. Now, if you guys Google search MARSOC guys or whatever, you're going to see a lot of these guys run fanny packs such as these. Either they're not wearing battle belts and running a fanny pack, running a battle belt without the fanny pack, or running both. In this case, I just chose to wear both. And I believe this is a Lancer Tactical one, and I did put a medical patch on the front. Then this serves two purposes. Number one, it just looks cool, it looks part of like the impression kit. And number two, if you guys are going out to MILSIM events and stuff, I strongly recommend you guys bring some kind of first aid kit or boo-boo kit. A lot of the places that we do play out in the MILSIM events, they are kind of remote areas. Immediate medical assistance might not be there, and if you guys do have some boo-boos, splinters, cuts, bruises or whatnot, you want to kind of keep yourself covered. So I was trying to recommend, if you guys are bringing something like this out to a MILSIM event, put some medical supplies in here just to keep yourself covered. If not, if it's just for casual day play, I just put my phone, my wallet, my keys, my gloves. If I'm not using it, just a general storage pouch down here, which is nice and convenient. Over here to the belt, I'm using the CONDOR LCS belt, which has a nice rubberized padding on the back. So it's not one of those two-layer systems where you have an inner belt and an outer belt. It basically just hugs your side, which is nice, and the rubberized coating keeps it from moving around side to side, which is a huge win for me. And then over here on the right side, I have the Lancer Tactical holster for 1911. I'm gonna get into that a little later when we're talking about my sidearm. And over here, I have two Lancer Tactical, I guess these are like soft shell holsters for my 1911 magazines over here. One of them being a double bell magazine, and one of them being an Echo 1 extended magazine. And then here on the side, I have Lancer Tactical hard shell mag carrier for my Lancer Tactical high speed mag, which is really nice. It has a very nice, satisfying sound and click when it comes to it, and it has a nice bit of retention. And then over here on the back, kind of canted more bias towards my left-hand side, I do have a CONDOR roll-up dump pouch that I keep nice and rolled up, so if I'm not using it, it stays out of the way, and then I just deploy it once I need to change a mag. So let's talk about my sidearm. So the sidearm I chose is the double bell 1911 in tan. A lot of the MARSOC guys, for a period of time, decided to run the M45 for the time being. I know there has been some news or whatever, if you guys do your research, that they did approve the Glock 19 to be used as a sidearm, but everyone runs a Glock, man. Everyone has a Glock. So I'm just gonna stray away from that and do something a little bit more iconic, if you will. And if you guys want to get something a little more Gucci, less budget friendly, more on the Gucci side, you guys can always run the very nice TM Desert Warrior. Very nice. Which actually got restocked on our website very recently. So go ahead and check that out if you guys want to. And I am running the Echo 1 Wolfsbane extended magazine just because it gives you the extra 10 rounds, I believe. The standard 1911 magazine will hold around 20-ish, and the Wolfsbane will hold around 30. So it's super cool, and also it looks just freaking sick on this handgun. But the holster that I'm using, the Lancer Tactical one, is felt lined on the inside, so it's not going to scratch up your Gucci looking gun. However, I will say it will take some practice kind of drawing from retention, just because its locking system kind of requires your middle finger to depress this lever. So you kind of have to hold it in place a little bit before drawing. It's a bit of a learning curve, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Talking about my camis, these are the EMERSON Woodland combat set. So this is their combat top, and also have combat bottoms. I believe also Lancer Tactical makes something very similar to this. They might even be the same manufacturer. I haven't had the chance to really tell the difference, but these are pretty nice for what they are for the price. And over here on the bottom where my knee pads are, these are not the stock knee pads. I've actually, what I do to a lot of my replica sets is I'll buy the replica pants, but then I'll buy the real Cry knee pads just because they're just so nice. Like the comparison between like regular knee pads versus Cry knee pads, oh, night and day difference. So I strongly recommend you guys do that too. All right, let's talk about my hands and feet for a second. On my hands, I'm running the MECHANIX Fast Fit gloves in Woodland. I was debating whether or not to go tan, black, or Woodland. I guess Woodland just won over. And the Fast Fit gloves are great. They just, you don't need to strap anything in. You just slip them on and slip them off. And they're super comfortable and very, very maneuverable with the fingers. And on my feet, I was debating whether or not to go with the Costco generic hiking boots or something else. And I know every video that we do, we pretty much advertise these Costco or Walmart boots. But instead, I decided to go with something a little bit Guccier. These are the Ultima Maritime Assault Boots. Two reasons. Number one, these are pretty much like water shoes, so they're kind of made to get wet and drain water and dry out very quickly. They have a nice rubberized sole, so they don't really wear out. And also, they look like Converse. I mean, they're pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for checking out our MARSOC Impression Kit Tactical Gearheads video. If you guys have any suggestions for any future Tactical Gearheads videos, go ahead and drop that in the comments below. We will be doing some more Tactical Gearheads videos in the near future. A lot of us here at GI, we have updated our personal loadouts, so we have some pretty cool things to share with you guys. And if you guys are interested in anything here in this video, especially the kit or the guns and stuff and whatnot, go ahead and check the description link down below. We will be selling some of this kit actually all pieced together, so you guys don't have to search for each and every individual part in this loadout. So go ahead and keep an eye out for that. We upload every Wednesdays and Fridays with live streams on Thursdays. So if you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, as it does help us out. And if you guys want to support the channel directly, and if you guys want to keep that free Gucci content coming, make sure to stop by Airsoft GI for all your airsoft needs. This is Boaz, and we'll see you next time. Join the mail gang.
What's going on, guys? We have another shooting challenge today. This time we're going to be practicing shooting from the low ready and finding your sight and taking your shot as fast as you can. So we have 3 targets set up, and like I said, I'm going to start from the low ready, aim up, find my shot, take the shot, and then go back down 3 times. No misses. Let's go.
All right, and shooter ready?
Yeah.
And go.
Woo! That's fun. Your turn.
Hey, stop! Whoa! Oh, hey, what the? Stop! Give me that thing!
Stop wasting water.